It's better than being a dumb one. There, we'll start recording now.
Yay!
And my dafter is grinning. Welcome to the Intelligent Donkey, everyone.
Yay.
And we're up to our number 4 on our Kansas album reactions.
We are up to number 4.
We're up to number 4
Okay.
today. Wow.
For some reason, I still think we were on 5. Oh dear.
Yeah,
Okay.
nope. We did 5 last time with Monolith.
That's right. That's right.
Just before Christmas. And now here after Christmas, we're back with number 4. This is going to also be our first ever, as far as I can remember, our first full album reaction.
It is,
that
for
we're
me.
doing on the channel. I think for Nana as well, your mom.
Oh, I thought you did because the one never got posted. You did one, but it never went through.
You're right. That's right. We did, and it finally eventually did get posted.
Ah, okay.
That was Dark Side of the Moon. I forgot all about that.
Look at me,
Okay.
I know more about your channel than you do.
Something like that. Now, you've seen on the title card the name of the album and one of the songs on it. Obviously, has that same title. And the only thing I will tell you about the ranking of this versus the other albums is that here at number 4, Song for America has been either 4, 5, or even 6 in various rankings. But it's never been lower than 6. But it also has never been higher than 4.
And it's just kind of the
One of those
4.
floating things here. Kansas, Monolith, and Song for America have always been 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 5, 5, 6, 4, or some combination of those 3 things. In other words, spoiler alert, without telling you the names of, although Kansas fans know the names of the top 3 albums, just not the order of them, is that the album that we're going to do next after this has been number 3 in every single ranking that I've ever done.
Okay, so the album is always number 3.
Yeah, that particular album has always been number 3, but this one is number 4, and I think it's been at number 4 probably the longest length of time of any of the different ratings and rankings that I've written and so forth. The album is called Song for America. And we don't have any actual videos for any of this 1975 album. This is their second album.
So you don't have like a concert or anything?
I don't have a concert or anything of it. And I do want to do all the songs in order. I was trying to think of, well, should I do the title track, or should I just do that title track and Lonely Street, or no. In the end, after a lot, and I mean a lot, of hemming and hawing, I decided to make this a full album reaction. We're going to do all the songs in their correct order like this, and not as a ranking the songs like we've done in some other things where I just play excerpts of some of the albums and then the top track. I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, what the top track is going to be. The title track.
What?
What? Yeah. It's pretty obvious, but I really can't think of any track I would drop from this album either.
So that's why we're doing the whole album.
We're going to do the whole album here. Let me bring up this other graphic just quickly here.
Okay.
Make sure I got the right thing here. There we go.
She says, you can't get rid of me.
I have a fur ball in the room here. Anyway, yes, we have our Kansas studio albums that we've ranked up to this point, and we've done up through Monolith, the 1975 album at number 5.
You mean 1979. This is 1975.
This is 1975. I can't talk today. But there you have it. It is simply that I feel that there are 3 albums of Kansas, all amongst their first 6 yet, that are even better. And for a time, I even thought that their first album was better than this one, but the more I listen to any of them, including Monolith, the more I believe that I've got the right position here at long last. So, with that in mind, I'm going to switch to this screen because, like I said, we don't have any videos per se.
Okay.
to watch for this. This was made in 1975, so
Yeah.
very few. I mean, there were some, but there were very few actual music videos done in 1975. And Kansas is one of the few bands that did 2 albums in 1 year, as they did 2 albums in 1975.
Oh wow.
Although
And
this
we
was
haven't done the
recorded. This was recorded in December of 1974.
Okay, so almost 1975.
And released in, I think, I forget if it was February or March
Okay.
of 1975. But here, then, is the full album, Song for America by Kansas. And the first song is not Song for America. It's called Down the Road.
Down the road. Okay. Let's see if I know any of this.
Game I tried to get rich quick, but I'm going insane. Kind of freaks that hang out down on 42nd Street. They're all pimpin' Judies and a poppin' speed. Well, it's a game of cat and mouse, and I think it's got my soul. I think it's time for thinking about it. Time to roll on down the road.
Okay, so 1975. Their first album came out in 1974. So was this their second album?
Yes, this is their second album.
Okay.
Robbie Steinhardt, by the way, is singing the lead vocal on this song.
Oh,
as well
okay.
as playing violin.
Oh, okay. So usually remind me of the lead singer's usual name.
Steve Walsh.
Steve Walsh. Okay, so I was gonna say his voice sounds different, so
Yep.
that would
Nope, this is Robbie who
that would make
leads off
sense.
today.
All right.
So here I go.
This song is incredibly long.
I bet.
It's nice having 2 guys who can play lead guitar.
Yeah.
Here come Big Mike, I kinda owe him some beans. Well, he must be crazy, I guess that's why he is so mean. If I tell him I'm leaving, he would sure enough split my gut, cause he knows I sold to a sucker and I owe Big Mike cut. Well,
So this song is obviously there's not a lot of lyrics. It's mostly instrumental.
Right.
Is that a lot of the songs on this album is like that?
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
There are some songs that are heavy on the instrumentals and others that are
Because I know
heavy
you
on the
favor
vocals.
that, so that's why I'm wondering if that's why this part of the reason why this has been put so high up on the list is
Oh,
because
well.
of all the instrumental.
It's just plain good songwriting, whether it be lyrics or instrumental parts here.
Okay, all right.
I'll slip in my $20 bill till I get out of town. When I hit those white lines, I'm gonna be gone like a greyhound down the road, down the road.
Noise.
Okay, brief pause before we go to the second track, which is the title track.
Oh, yay,
Song
okay.
for America. The first time I heard that song was live, before I ever bought the album.
I bet.
My first Kansas concert was in March of 1977 when they were on the Left Overture tour, and they played some song. By that time, I'd only bought 2 of their albums, Mask and Left Overture.
Oh, okay.
And I heard some songs that I did not recognize. I subsequently went out and bought their first 3 albums that included, or their first 2 albums that included, of course, a Song for America. And that is, that's where that song comes from, like that. They did not, however, play Song for America at that concert. But oddly enough, the second time I saw Kansas in concert, they did. And in fact, they opened the concert with it.
Okay, this might be a song I have heard.
You might have heard me play it on the
Okay.
piano.
May have.
Ten-minute title track. Change up the time signatures.
I just hear different things. Slowing down.
Just before we go on, that's up to that point. I can play that on the piano.
Oh, nice. I mean, I'm sure you, like, I always just loved when you played The Little Mermaid, so I would just sit and, like, not pay attention to anything else that you were doing until you played The Little Mermaid finally.
What I used to do when I tuned pianos is I'd play that to test it out. After
And see,
I
I
was
never
done.
went with any of your piano tunings, so there we go.
That's right.
like this song will be used in stuff, like at least the lyrics. But I've never heard it. Well, I might have. That one part sounded a little familiar, but I feel like, you know, because a lot of their other work is used in stuff, so this should be used in stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Waiting patiently, so much to see, so rich in earth's delight. So the maiden lies in waiting for the sailor to shore. Land of beauty and abundance, innocent, open wide your door. Wonders found a waiting treasure, full of gifts beyond their measure, broken honey for our pleasure. Across the sea there came a multitude,
Robbie again.
Yeah.
sharing
He's got a deeper
on
voice.
the wave. Filled with the visions of utopia and the free and man they crave. Rabbits on the sea, no wonder, rape and kill and tear asunder, from the forest plowing under.
They made liberal use of synthesizers. Mm-hmm. That's for sure, along with organ and piano. So
Yep.
single edit of this cuts out the entire piano solo.
Oh, then what's the point of it? Oh, that's nice. It's almost like the parts of a symphony. What were those called again?
Movements.
Movements. Like each, like every 3 or so minutes or so, it's like a different song almost, but still
Yeah.
like the same.
But you can hear that theme that ties it all together.
Yeah, yeah. so the cover art here, is that a raven or a hawk of some sort? I mean, the talons scream
I'm thinking
hawk.
eagle, actually.
Yeah, eagle. Oh, okay, because it's just so black that it's like... I was thinking raven.
Right.
But
I think they were going after an eagle vibe here. This is also, by the way, the first use of the Kansas feather logo, as we would call it.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
That appeared on all but just a handful of their albums, as we've pointed out elsewhere and stuff like that.
Yep.
All right, the third song on the album, see, you mentioned symphonies. This next one is actually called Lamplight Symphony, a little play on words from like Moonlight Sonata.
Oh, okay.
The Lamplight Symphony. I heard a portion of this when I first saw them in concert, and I don't think, no, I did hear it also in the second concert, but not the third.
Okay.
That I saw them. I saw them in consecutive years, 77, 78, and 79.
Okay. So that would make sense. They wouldn't want to do the same songs all 3 years in a row. So
Not necessarily, no.
Break it up.
The set list was different, obviously, with the addition of new songs from each of the albums that came afterwards as well, but yeah.
All right.
This is still side one of the original album.
On a winter's night, stars are cold and bright in the sky. The slumber of the earth is pure and deep.
His voice is so much clearer on this song than the last song. It was a little not...
First of all, he's
It's
singing
hard-
in a bit lower of a register.
That might be why. Because, the last song, it was hard to understand him, but this is, like, crystal clear.
I mean, this isn't exactly baritone either, but yeah, he was singing in a much higher register
Yeah.
in there. Plus, a lot of times he was singing in unison with Robbie. So you're hearing two voices.
So maybe it was the
even
harmony.
when they're not making harmony.
Okay. All right.
From a distant wood drifts the echo of a beast. The old man stirs and wakens in the night. He stands before the window gazing at the grave.
Sounds
Forgotten dreams are flashing through his weary mind.
Probably from you playing on
And
stereo.
though his life is empty, he pretends that she's still there. With hunger in his soul, he yearns for life and I've gone by. With memories his one and only joy. But all he has to give, you know he would gladly give to bring back the life and raise the one who lies beneath the snow. He lights a lamp and looks at pictures of the past. The faces
Love the organ work.
used to glow with divine love. But the pictures faded and time has stolen you away. Yeah.
was gonna ask, is there an overlying theme through the whole album, or is every song its own island?
No, it's every song its own island. This is not a concept album.
Got it. Okay.
I'm trying to think if any of the, none of the first 6 albums are concept albums.
Okay.
Later this year, after we conclude the Kansas albums, we're going to be starting another new album series on the the Alan Parsons Project.
Okay.
And when we do that, you're going to be in for an interesting, not a surprise, but to see that all 6 of the top 6 are concept albums. They either tell a story or they center very strongly around just one theme.
Okay.
That's a very common thing among prog rock or progressive rock
Well, that's why
bands.
I was wondering, but I was like, the lyrics didn't seem to be going along.
No,
I just didn't know.
Nope.
All right.
She said she'd come to soothe him, and that someday they'd be as one.
I love that combination of the organ, the synthesizer, and the violin,
Yes.
and a bass and drums.
I like the
This section is usually a bridge between songs
Yeah, I was gonna say,
in their concerts.
it's really deep and sinister sounding. Yeah. What? Nice. It gets so high. Sad little violin. The raindrop sounds.
image disappeared. So he was left alone to face another night. But never in his life had he been so held in awe as he faced the apparition of his wife. He stood before the window gazing at the grave, and with a lighted heart he saw the first of dawn. He knew that she was waiting, and that someday they'd be as one.
I have had the immense privilege of playing the instrument that Steve Walsh plays throughout this album, a Hammond B3 organ.
Ooh, nice.
It's absolutely a magnificent instrument. I've played other Hammond organs as well. They're all pretty similar, but the B3 is the king. And it's the organ work in that song is just amazing to me.
There's just, and there's just so much. It's such a, like, the other two songs were very upbeat, and this was just so much more down.
Yeah, it's a.
Like,
I mean, the song centers on the character of a widower, remembering his wife.
I'm positive I've heard this song before.
Okay.
I don't know when. I have not heard the whole thing. I just know that the lyrics, especially the chorus, I recognize that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, the most likely place you probably heard it, since this was not a single exactly, was probably when I played it at home on the turntable.
Probably, I guess. Whew.
I've played this album quite a lot.
I believe it.
All right. Normally this would be side 2.
Okay.
Side 2 on the vinyl and on the cassette tape. Otherwise, it's just track 4. There's only 6 tracks.
Oh, wow.
On this entire album. And of those 6 tracks, and yet the total album length is 45 minutes and change. That's actually about 5 minutes over the average. The
Right.
average is about 40 minutes.
I've already had like a 10-minute song. That last song was 7 minutes, so yeah.
Yep.
That's about
We've
average.
got another one that I'll look it up exactly when it pops up here.
Yeah.
But this next one's a little shorter.
Okay.
A wee bit shorter.
Just a wee bit shorter. Okay.
It's also one of those that I heard the very first time at the very first Kansas concert that I ever went to. And I thought, man, I got to find the album that this one's on.
Right? All right. Oh, this one was 8 minutes.
It's called Lonely Street.
Okay.
It's 5 minutes.
Ooh, I like that.
Sometimes when I'm walking down this lonely street, well, it sure don't seem like it's been 20 years since I went walking down this lonely street, and the smell of perfume ladies fill the air.
It almost has a jazzy or R&B sound to it.
Like a little noir.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Noir.
Well, and then like even the way his voice is doing, it's like a very jazzy. Or I'm not sure about the genres because I'm not a. But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
Let's,
Perfume ladies fill the air. The street ain't got no name. It dead end in the river, and I live where I hated life day by day. But once nothing that
I know it is not quite because it's not quite there, but it almost has like a funk sound.
what you're hearing is blues.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing because it almost like I could hear him almost break out into "She's a brick
house.
Yeah. Let's get funky.
I could do to shake a cold light shiver. Cause to move up lonely street, you had to have some say. Yeah. Gambling is bad luck. Out on lonely street. Sure ain't no place to be when a man gets sore. Yeah. You know what killed a man and a pain on a cat? With 20 years on a chain gang. Full of flesh and the blood on that jailhouse floor. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes when I'm walking down this lonely street, I get caught up in a dream that won't let me go. And as the bright light flashes up and down this lonely street, my mind goes back to years a long time ago. I see my baby stumbling round with tears in her eyes. And as I reach out to her, she falls on the floor. Yeah. She fumbles through bloody dips about a black man on the raver. And in my gut I know I got one to score. Yeah, yeah.
So is that is that done with a bass?
Yep.
Then? Okay.
Yeah,
What I
that's,
thought. Who's on the bass?
Dave Hope,
Okay.
the original bassist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that octave riff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hear the note, yes, it's G. Okay.
Yeah. Very nice.
It gets down there.
Tell you, baby.
I love when they just drop a beat. And of course, Captain Thunder on the drums, Phil Ehart, who is still with the band.
Aw.
I need somebody. Oh, yeah. I need somebody.
I think I might have heard this one on Supernatural too.
Oh, probably.
The word wasn't coming down on lonely street that a black man was a dead man and he cried my prayer.
every now and then, the song's in 6/8 most of the way, but then they drop a beat now and then and make it 5/8. What?
Because why not?
Because why not?
Yeah.
Next
absolutely.
song is
I like
called
that
The
one.
Devil Game.
The Devil Game. Okay. Now we're back to being like
Yeah.
up.
There's that E3 again. I've never heard them play this live.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
No.
yeah, because when you started going to the concerts, they would have done this whole album at their concerts in 75, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Probably, but by 77 they had dropped it.
Yeah, they were just doing a couple songs. Okay. Which that makes me think that this might be the least popular song of this album.
Probably,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
They wanted to rock out, they really rocked out.
Yeah. I like that. You know, another thing too that it might be is like, it might not be that it wasn't as popular, but maybe because it, like, that whole it's very fast. It might just wear you out on stage, and it might just be worth it to do other songs.
Perhaps.
Because that sounds like it takes a lot of energy to
Yep.
do this song. Yeah, this sounds like a walk. I kind of wonder if they were maybe inspired a little bit with that song, with the dueling banjos song. Not the dueling banjos song. Yeah, it is the dueling banjos. The violins where the devil came down to Georgia.
Oh, the devil came down to Georgia.
That's it. That's the one I'm looking for. Because not.
Oh, that came 4 years after this.
Oh, okay. So then they couldn't have. Because I was just saying, because it's almost like, it's got the devil theme. It's got the really fast pace, and it's got the violin. So I thought maybe. Right. But it came out 4 years after. I did not know that. I thought that was a 60s song.
I'd have to look it up again because I don't remember it by memory. But as to who wrote the song, I know Kerry Livgren was involved with the writing of every song on the album to some degree.
Right.
But only a couple of them were actually written exclusively by Kerry Livgren. One of them was Song for America.
Okay.
The other one is the next one after this.
Okay.
But the point is, there's a cautionary tale in that last song about not wanting to play the devil game.
Yes.
I don't want to play the devil game no more is a line in the song.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it would be 5 years before Kerry Livgren and Dave Hope, the bass player, converted to Christianity.
Right.
I don't know the exact date of either one. I do know that it happened at least approximately the same time, and that it happened in between the albums Monolith and Audio Visions, which places it basically somewhere in the winter of 79-80.
Okay.
Right about
yeah,
the time.
I mean that makes sense. There's a lot of singers and people out there who don't consider themselves Christian, but will still be like, well, I don't want the devil to take me. They don't want that, but they aren't quite there yet to where they're like, okay, this is how I beat the devil.
True.
Can't beat him with a really good violin playing.
There you go. This next song, I bring that up because of the next song here too, which has the unusual sounding tale of Incomudro, that's all one word, Incomudro,
okay.
The hymn to the Atman. Now, I know what the Atman is. The Atman is the soul or the spirit in Hindu belief.
Okay.
So Kerry was flip-flopping around with Eastern religions and so forth. His struggle, the spiritual struggle, is evident through this album, the next one after that, the next one after that.
Nice. Well, okay, before you play this song, so I can't remember if you mentioned this at the beginning of this album, because this is the last song, right?
Yep, coming up.
And so if you had to pick a favorite from this album, which one is your favorite?
Song for America.
Okay. All right.
The title track.
The title track.
In concert, like I said, I've only heard excerpts of Lamplight Symphony and this one. This one was actually used. The introduction to this song, I've never heard it all the way through in concert.
Okay.
I have heard the intro to this song used as an intro to a different song.
Oh, nice.
At a Kansas concert.
I mean, you might as well.
Kansas
so
fans
much
know which song it is because they actually put it that way on the deluxe version of their Two for the Show album.
Okay.
Where they used it to, I think, go into Nobody's Home.
Nice.
The song Nobody's Home. It's a song off of Point of No Return anyway. They did off. I heard it that way on the second of the 3 concerts that I saw them in.
All right.
So anyway, this next one is Incomudro, Hymn for the Atman.
Oh, so let's see how long. So this is the longest song on the album.
12 minutes. Longest song on the album.
That's nice. So what was that done on? Is that the violin?
That's the violin.
Okay, wow, it's like...
Yeah, very subtle.
Yeah.
Run a silent path to nowhere, everything is on. You could have a pleasant life if summer had no fall. Treat yourself so gently, though the task is often hard. A man is not a god, it seems. holds the final chord. Close your eyes and feel the darkness, speak and hear the sound. We only catch a glimpse of all the life that is around. The man is not alive who knows the value of his soul. And when our lives are pulled away, there's more to fill the hole. I wonder why you think
Nice microphone
all
trick.
the changes didn't come.
Match the bass line. The reverb.
Is only going back to
Early auto tune. That
Yeah.
reverb, that's what that is.
where you
Two keyboard attacks. Reserve and piano. That's on a synth. That's on a synth.
Yeah.
It's not actually a flute player.
Oh, yeah.
There's the hammer.
Nice.
Very classical.
Yeah. Now it's picking up. That synth just sounds so alien, like
Yes.
like outer spacey.
What's that sound like to you?
Like the instrument or like?
Oh,
What
yeah,
kind-
the instrument right there.
I was gonna say it sounded like a video game.
Yes, Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's like exactly like the 8-bit video games 9 years before they debuted.
Like, oh gosh, what is the video game called?
The Legend of Zelda.
No, well, no. There's one Castlevania series. It
Oh,
sounds like
yes,
it could be in the Castlevania
yes.
series. They bring the synth back in.
Carrie Lifgren's having fun.
Oh, a gong?
Yeah,
Well, you weren't getting that. You said the Asian influence, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of having fun.
Phil Ehart did a drum solo in all 3 concerts, but never to this song.
Oh, wait. Nope.
Captain Thunder.
A heartbeat. Nice. Okay, so when it's Phil Ehart, right?
Yep.
So I know you never saw this song in concert, but other ones that you've seen him in concert and he's done a drum solo. Is the drum solo the same?
No.
Like as the album, like or does it change every time he does the solo, or?
Well, the 3 that he did a drum solo to were I mean, the only one that he actually did as a studio track also was in the 3rd concert that I saw him in, which was for Monolith.
Yeah.
And How My Soul Cries Out For You, the song I told you about last time, he did a drum solo there that sounded nothing like the brief drum solo that's on the studio track.
Okay, so he just kind of goes with the flow, whatever he's feeling, right?
Whatever he's feeling.
All right.
I love that.
present life. For everything you see is waiting patiently within. And growing old is only going back to where you've
Real thunder. Nice. Now, how they do the real thunder sound? Is that a recording?
I don't know.
Oh, you have this weird hair, kitty.
Or the bomb exploding.
Oh, it's a bomb. I thought it was thunder.
Yeah, it could have. Well, yeah.
I guess I had it in my head because you called him the King of Thunder or whatever. What was
Captain Thunder.
Captain
Yeah.
Thunder? Yeah.
Oh, yes. So there you have it, the entire Song for America album, the fourth greatest of Kansas's 16 studio albums.
Nice.
Altogether. You can hear how it keeps just getting better and better.
Yes, yes, very, very good. I like this one a lot.
To that end, the next album is also going to be a full album reaction.
Okay.
So we're going to do for number 4 here and number 3 as full album reactions. You'll see, how can they get even better?
So why aren't we doing full album reactions for 2 and 1?
We sort of are.
Oh, okay.
That's in italics.
Italics.
But we are sort of doing it because once we get to number 3, pretty much everyone, whether they're really a big Kansas fan of Wheathead or not, will know exactly what the number 2 and number 1 albums are, just not their order. For that matter,
We already know.
right now, you already know at least 1, 2, and 3. You don't know which of those 3, however, is number 1 and number 2 and number 3.
Yeah.
Now, with that in mind, what I'm going to do is we're going to play the songs off of the top 2 in ranked order.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're doing them together so that there's no, you
Right.
won't know
I'm going
which
to mix
one.
them up, going to do the songs on the 2 albums, and move on up. I will skip 2 songs, and you'll find out exactly why when we get to them.
Okay.
When we get to them, there's exactly 2 songs from the 2 albums that I'm going to skip.
2
The
songs
fir-
each, or one on each song?
One on each album.
Okay.
And we may brush over a couple of others.
I assume it's the songs that I know, because we have not quite gotten to the songs that I know.
Yes, we have not gotten to the songs that you know.
For sure.
By the
no.
way, hint, hint. When we did the album, when we did the reaction, I should say, not to the full album, but when we played a song from the album Somewhere to Elsewhere, which I believe was down at, what, 8 or 9 in rank.
Yeah. Okay.
We played a tiny excerpt from a song that's on the next album.
Oh, so you're going to have to go back and watch some videos to see if you can remember.
Yeah, so you can see if you can remember what that is. So, any which way, that's coming up next, at least from from me and Luna Rosa here, the Dafter,
And Harley.
and Harley the cat. Yes.
She enjoyed this album very much.
Yeah, even though she couldn't hear a note of it.
She really couldn't.
I want to really say a big thank you to all the viewers, not necessarily those who are watching this video exactly, but I'm going to hope that the video, at least some of the watchers who of the first video of the year that I did with Nana last week will appreciate this one and put likes on it and so forth. We are approaching on Old and Wise by a double reaction of Alan Parsons' project and Floor Jansen doing it solo.
Ooh.
It was a great. You gotta watch it. We're approaching 4,000 views on it. It's the first video done for this channel that has exceeded 500 views since October of last year. So it's been a while.
Okay.
And if it would have been done last year, it would have been the #2 video already of the year.
Awesome.
And that's after just 1 week. So we'll see what happens after. Yeah, I mean, most of my videos views happen in the first week, but still, I mean, it's got a ways to go to reach the Annan May Canterite. Which, by the way, I need you to come up with some more tunes from Annan May Canterite.
Well, I'd have to do some research on that then, because
okay.
It has not been popping up on my shorts feed lately.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
And we've got more to come in a lot of other different musical directions. So, like this channel, or like this video, if you haven't done that already, share this with your friends on social media, and that's a big one, because that'll help overcome the algorithm. You can hear the capital.
The algorithm.
Yeah, that you can hear the capital letters when she says that. We've had some difficulties with the algorithms. There's a computer language called ALGO. Guess what it stands for?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about Al Gore since he invented the internet.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. My butt, my donkey. Any which way. Well, there's a story behind that.
I know, I was joking. I know the truth.
The truth was that he sold the internet. He didn't invent it. Long story, but all the stupid jokes like that is that there's an element of truth to it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
But any which way, and subscribe to this channel, as a whopping 40 of you did just in the last week. New subscribers. And spread this around, share it with your friends, and don't be a donkey of limited intelligence. Instead,
be an intelligent donkey.
And we'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.